What's going on, guys? Mike from Slow Speed here, chilling out. Supposedly, this place got signs say close at 9 o'clock. I believe it, because there ain't nobody out here. But this is why I came out here this time, because there's nobody out here. I'm gonna take some 6 shots of the F-32. I'm gonna go for my late night stroll and talk to you guys a little bit about something. So, if you don't know by now, I randomly like to upload late night vlogs, late night jog vlogs. There's gonna be one of them. So, topic of the day is why I decided to do YouTube, and this ties into exactly like how I got like super into cars. I mean, I've always been into cars, but now I'm like super into cars. Working on cars, it actually helped me out a lot. It kind of gave me a lot of the ambition that I've gotten in my life too. So first, I'm gonna go through like a little backstory. First car I ever got was a 1992 Camry. It was like 19 or 20 years old when I got it. The car was like 19 or 20 years old when I got it. I think I was like 18. Now the Toyota Camry, I paid like $1,000 for it. I was fairly reliable. I think I only had like one issue. But yeah, I didn't really pay much for that car. I didn't really need any maintenance on it. The second car I got was my Nissan Maxima. Oh man, I was like, I think that was like a 12-year-old car, maybe, or 11-year-old car. That car, I needed like freaking almost everything. It had like 200,000 miles on it. I got it for a really good deal anyway, but I needed a lot of work and I wasn't making a lot of money. So instead of taking it to shops, and I started fixing it myself, like things like, you know, brakes and things like that. That's easy. I've always known how to do that. But like a lot of the suspension work, I'm talking about like control arms, like just everything that has to do with a car, I think I've touched, to be honest with you. Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is I didn't have a lot of money. You know, I wasn't getting paid that much money at work, and the money that I was getting paid, I didn't want to sit around letting somebody fix my car. So I kind of did like a simple math equation. You know, at the time I think the shops were maybe charging about like 80 to 100 bucks an hour to work on your car on top of the parts that they were like marking up anyway. So if you do the math, it's like, okay, at the time I'm getting paid like what, like 10 bucks an hour maybe. So I'm getting paid like 10 bucks an hour, and I'm gonna pay somebody 80 to 100 bucks an hour to work on my car. That made no sense. It would take me almost like 2 weeks to come up with like what it would take them to work on my car just for like a couple of hours. So what did I do? I said, you know what? I mean, they can do it. I'm human like they're human. There has to be a way that I can do it too. So I got on YouTube, and YouTube pretty much pioneered the way. Like I told you, I'm mechanically inclined. I've always been mechanically inclined, but YouTube helped me out to the next level. And then I also went to a school, automotive and diesel school, which just like, that like sealed the deal with like this car working on stuff. So I went to automotive and diesel school. I mean, they pretty much taught me everything that I kind of knew already from either like going to YouTube or just tinkering with stuff, but it kind of like sealed the deal. And it made me realize that it's really all about dedication. And it kind of taught me like ambition, because like, you know, things are very complicated to grasp, or they're really difficult to like grasp when, you know, you take it all on in one shot, or you just automatically tune it out and you go like, nah, there's no way I could do this. You know, if you go in there and pop it to say, what is all of this, you get overwhelmed. Of course there's no way you can do it. But like, if you really like sit there and think about it, or even if you're working on something and then you can't get it, you go back inside, just sit down for a bit, you know, scroll through your phone, go get something to eat, and then like come back outside, and I guarantee you'll be like, yo, why didn't I think of taking it off this way the whole time? You know, that's kind of like some of the tricks that I use. Now, with that being said, we're gonna go into why I wanted to do YouTube, to show you guys that, you know, it can be done. You know, it's not that hard. You just follow certain steps. Like, that's why I kind of want to go and get into more tutorial style with you guys, but I also want to add my character in it. I don't want to just be like, okay, you take the 13mm and you twist it these times. Like I don't want to be like that either. I want you guys to know who I am. I want you guys to come to this channel more so for me. And then like the 4 series is because like, I mean, you can relate or you need to know something. Like, but I want you guys to say, yo, that's a cool dude no matter what car he gets. I'm gonna rock with him. Now, as time progressed, you know, I got a little bit more money, and I've always had like a dream style car, and believe it or not, for a long period of time, my dream car was the F10 M5. While I did not necessarily get an F10 M5, I got a F10 5 Series, which is like it was M Sport, but it's not the M. The full-on M was a lot of money. I was young, insurance was like really high. But when I was able to, I was, you know, just start searching around. Obviously, I made a lot more money than $10 at the time when I bought my 5 Series. But, you know, I was shopping around for the best deal. And the number one thing that scared me away from buying a BMW or one of my dream cars or luxury car, performance cars, whatever you want to put it, was that everybody would talk about the maintenance. Everyone would go, oh yeah, those cars are really expensive. They're really expensive to maintain. And I agree with you guys. They're really expensive if you take it to the dealer. But if you think about it, I've never taken my cars to the dealer cheap or expensive. I've always learned to fix them myself. So like, what makes a BMW any different? And then you would hear, oh, well, you know, it's different to work on. It requires different tools. You know, not everybody can just work on a BMW. It's a German car. So like, I was always getting shot down. Like, no, don't get it. You're gonna spend so much money. Don't get it. You're gonna love it for the first week, and then you're gonna hate it when a malfunction light comes on or something like that. And I like to thank those people out there that told me that I couldn't get it, because at the end of the day, you've actually proven to me that no matter what someone says, if I believe that I can do it, I can do it. Anyway, this video is going somewhere else. We got to go back to the point. I bought my F10 5 Series. The sticker on it was about like 59 or 60-ish, I want to say. It was for like destination, all the extra stuff that bumped it like way up. I didn't buy it for that. I bought it used. I bought it off lease for like about $29,770. It was listed for like 33 grand, but like I'm like a freaking super good negotiator, I feel like. Whatever. So I got it for $29,700. Mess with, I think Gap was included in that $29,700. Listen, I got it for a really good deal. Now, rear wheel drive, that's what kind of helped me out in getting it, because I wanted a rear wheel drive, but no one likes rear wheel drive. Everyone likes X drive, so that's like a really good buying point for me. Well, hey, it's rear wheel drive. It's not really a popular car. A lot of people don't want the rear wheel drive BMWs. Anyway, so I went ahead and I purchased my F10 5 Series. I went online. I went on ECS Tuning, FCP Euro. I got on the forums. I diagnosed problems myself. Popped the hood and just take a look around everything. And I'll tell you guys one thing. You guys were totally wrong. The BMWs are just as easy to work on as my Maxima. Like, it's not that difficult. They have a lot of computer integration in them, and like a lot of things that maybe you have to like do differently or go about things like a little differently. But it's honestly the same thing. And the internet is very powerful, and it cost me $0 to get that knowledge off the internet. $0 with my regular mechanical skills, and $0 I can diagnose problems for my car. You know, and I go online, I look on the forums, see what people, the forums are a really amazing tool. The forums help you out a lot, because I went on the forums and I found, oh, I get my parts from here, I get my parts from there. They have it cheap, this have it cheap. FCP Euro has a lifetime warranty on any part. If you buy brakes from them, that will be the last set of brakes you buy from FCP Euro. I bet you didn't know that. So it's like, at the end of the day, you can say that it costs a lot of money, and to be honest with you, owning my F10 5 Series actually caused me less frustration and headache and cash than owning the 3 Nissans that I had. The 3 Nissans that I had cost me more, and I'm talking about Nissan. Like, it cost me more money if you take out the payment aspect, because one of the Nissans were paid for cash. So if you take out the payment aspect of it, but anyway, yeah. So that's just what I had to tell you guys. If you are dedicated to work on your car yourself, if you're dedicated to finding parts yourself, if you're dedicated just in general dedicated, and this is your car and you love your car, go ahead and get it. And just make sure you get a decent deal on it and that you're willing to take on those problems. Because BMW dealerships are very expensive, and a lot of other places you probably don't want them messing with your car because they don't have the same type of I guess you'd say like feelings that you have towards your car. I mean, a lot of BMW indie shops are good. The independent shops, they're pretty good too. But like your typical Jiffy Lubes and Minor Keys and Pep Boys, just don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna embarrass yourself. But to conclude this video, that's pretty much why I started YouTube. I wanted to kind of like give back to you guys, give tips and tricks, little things to help you guys save money and save time. You know, and sometimes you might have to call out from work that one day, because let's say you get paid $10, $15, $20 an hour. You get what I'm saying? It still costs less money to call out of work, stay home, fix your car rather than to take it to the shop. So you'll be losing out on that paycheck, but at the end of the day, you're not working for the mechanic to fix your car. You're staying home, having a good time, enjoying your car, learning more about it. So that concludes this late night jog vlog. This is a lot of talking. I hope you guys watch the whole thing because I feel like it's very interesting and I want to get that point out. Video that's going to drop soon. I don't know if it's going to be before this or after this. Is going to be the data logging tutorial. If you missed that, then I probably done already straight piped the bitch by now. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Mike from Slow Speed. Remember what I said? Because I don't remember what I said. Alright, peace out, guys.